Okay, good people, welcome back to FiddleHed Fiddle Lessons. I'm going to do the tune Lonesome Fiddle Blues by the great fiddler Vassar Clements. Okay, I'm going to play the whole thing at a medium speed and then break it down for you into parts, breaking those parts down and building note by note so that you're sure to get the tune. I will put the fingerings in the comments field below and links to other useful videos that will help you with this one. Alright, so I'll do the whole tune right now, and then we'll learn it slowly. Alright, so it's a bluegrass tune, so they normally play it like. So, but, you know, if you're a beginner, it's maybe a little harder, more intimidating to hear it that way. So I played at medium speed, and then we'll play it even slower to get it. Alright? Okay, a good first scale to kind of get into this tune would be C major. D Dorian, which is the same notes as C major. It's starting on open D. Another one would be G major. That will help you on the B part of the tune. Okay, so now let's get started. And by the way, all fingerings, all left-hand fingerings are in the comments field below. All right, so let's get started. First quarter of the A part to this tune. Okay, so it's going to start open D twice. Going up to 1, low 2. Then we add 1, low 2, 3. So far. Okay, that's kind of the first half of the first quarter. Then we're going to start A and kind of go down the scale. A. So A and then D3, low 2, 1, open. I'm going to add to that on G, 3, 1, open. So this whole second half of the first quarter. Here's that again. Okay, so now let's see, let's put together. The first half was. Then we do the second half. Let's put it all together to make the first quarter. was good. Now let's do this. This is an important part. The first quarter is almost the same as the third quarter. The third quarter is slightly different, and we're going to repeat the A part after the B part once, and so we'll need to do this again. So it's worth looping on this for a little bit. So we're going to take some time and just play this maybe 3 times in a row. I encourage you to do it even more on your own. We'll do it 3 times in a row right now. All right, let's move on to the second quarter of the A part. All right, so that's going to start G3, 2, 3. Then we're going to go to D and go 1 open. And then we're going to add G3, 1 open. So this first half is the first half of the second quarter. All right, practice that a little bit. And then the second half's kind of tricky. It's going to start D3, 2, then low 2, 1, open. So we have, I just slide my 2 a little bit. Try to do it without making it too obvious of a slide at first. All right, and then we add to that another G3, 1. So we have, all right, once more, that's hard. Let's loop on that little piece. Good. Now I'll put it together with the first half of the second quarter, which was, and then we do this. Let's listen to it all put together. All right, cool. Let's move on to the third quarter. It's pretty much the same as the first. The first, though, ends with 3, 1, open. Now we're going to end this with 3, 1, 3. So there's only one note different. The last note is third finger instead of open G. So I'm just going to play the entire third quarter now. Okay, and now I'm going to play the entire fourth quarter. There's 2 endings that are quite a bit different, so I'm going to play the fourth quarter, but the one with the first ending right now. Okay, so it's going to start D low 2 to 3. Then we're going to add A open 3. There's again. That's going to be followed by E low 1 open. and then A3, low 2 open. Here's all that again. Before that we had starting D, low 2. Then let's put all that together. Good. Now we finished this fourth quarter with this. So D3, low 2 open, G3, open D. That gets put together with and then we add. Let's put it all together. This is the fourth quarter, first ending. Fourth quarter of the A, first ending. Okay. I'm now just gonna play the entire A part with this first ending. Then we'll learn the second ending and do the entire A part with that. So here we go. Good. Now I'm going to play the entire fourth chord of the A part, the second ending. Okay, now let's break that up a little bit. I'm going to start with E, low 2, low 1, open. Adding A3. Here's that again. Then E, low 1, A3, low 2. This comes next. So before that we had, then putting that together, once more, and then we end with going A, D3, low 2, open. And then G3, and then twice on D. So we have which should be familiar because it's kind of how the very end of the fourth quarter you already learned that. So the entire fourth quarter again, second ending. Okay. I'll now do the entire A part going to this second ending in the fourth quarter. let's move on to the B part, all right? And just a note on the form of this. Form is 2 A's, B, A, single B. Normally fiddle tunes are A, A, B, B. This one is A, A, B, A. The second time we do the A, we go to that second ending that I just showed you, all right? So anyway, once we get this B part, then we have the whole thing, all right? So it's gonna start, I'll play you the first quarter of the B part now. Okay, so breaking that down, we start G open to 2. And then D open to 2. D open to 3. So we have. Okay, and then we're gonna add A open 1, 3. So far we have. Here's that again. Okay, and then we're going to do E, low 2, 1, low 2. And then add 3, 4. Here's that again. And then we just add low 2, open, low 2 on E. So here's the whole second half of the first quarter. Okay, again. First half of the B part, first quarter was. Then we just did. Let's put it all together. All right, now I'm going to move on to the second quarter. If anything that was unclear or anything else was unclear, I recommend you pause the video, rewind, and listen to it again, and then practice it. Okay, now I'm going to do the second quarter of the B part. So this one's technically a little trickier. We're going to go E1, low 1, back to 1. If you feel proficient with sliding, this would be a good point to do it. You can slur. All right. If you're kind of an intermediate or beginner or something, I recommend not sliding for the moment because you should just get more grounded in your tuning on these chromatic notes first. All right. All right. So then we're going to add to that on E string 4, 3, 1. So we have. And then an open E. Okay. It's hard. Let's do it one more time. Then we're going to go to A string and do 3, 1, low 2, 3, 1. Then we're going to go low 2, 1, open D3. There's that again. All fingerings in the comments field below. So we're working on the second half to the second quarter of the B part. So it's going to start on I'm just going to play the whole thing now, whole second quarter. Once more, even slower. All right, let's move on. If you're unsure, just pause the video. Otherwise, we're going to keep going. Let's do the third quarter of the B part. Okay, so this is kind of like a little scale pattern moving up. We're going to do D1, 2, 3, high 3, 1. And then a similar pattern starting D2. That's going up to A. And then a similar. So that's the whole third quarter again. Let's do it more slowly. So that little pattern, well, I got lost there a sec. I had to just play the whole thing again. Is one, the first time through the pattern, then. So a few little scale patterns that can help you tremendously with all this music. And if I remember, I'm going to put a link to a video on these little patterns that you can do and practice them on scales because they come up in tunes all the time. All right, so here's that again. And then the third quarter is going to end with this. So those last four notes are a slight deviation from the pattern. Alright, so there you go. There's the third quarter. Again, if you're unsure of it, I kind of presented it not as clearly as some of the other quarters, but just rewind and watch that. And then I'm going to now play the entire fourth quarter of the B part. So this, the first little part of this is open A, 2, low 2, 2. Try that again, it's kind of tricky. And then we're going to do a similar thing but use open E instead. E, A2, low 2. Same thing as the first four notes, but we're using open E instead. So we have. Here's that again. Good. And then we're going to close by doing. So the whole fourth quarter of the B part. Okay, once again. Now I'm just going to do the entire B part for you. Pause, rewind, and practice if any of that's unclear, but let's get going. Let's do it. that's it. You pretty much have the whole tune now. After we do the B part, we return and we do an A part with the second ending. So I'm just going to play how it'll end, but you've already done it anyway. So then the last A part would go. Okay, and so if you ever hear anybody else play it, they'll do it differently. They'll add a lot of stuff, but I was thinking of making some suggestions right now, but I think it's better for you just to learn the tune as is, and then we can go maybe in another video go and talk about variation ideas. So glad you made it. Glad you made it to the end. You should be proud. Most people do not make it to the end of the video, so pat yourself on the back. Hope you make it. Hope the tune, you end up being able to play it and enjoy it a lot. And take care. I'll see you next time on FiddleHed. Bye. Thanks for